Schönen guten Morgen. Welcome to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to the press conference on the occasion of the working visit of.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a new dimension to this conflict, with soldiers from North Korea alongside Russian forces. And this is not only completely unacceptable, but it actually proves and shows that after 1,000 days, Vladimir Putin is not closer to winning this war, but he's ready to escalate. He's ready to bring in soldiers from other countries, which is, so to say, a desperate means. He's using drones, missiles, and ammunition supported, brought to him by other countries.
Trump, that would be my question for you. Minister Schallenberg.
And I can announce today that we have pledged another additional humanitarian support for Ukraine amounting to 8 million euros. 5 million euros a program for the World Food Program for demining, and 3 million euros through international organizations working in Ukraine and Moldova for humanitarian aid. And we are aware that this can only be a further step, that further contributions at the beginning of the third brutal winter of war which awaits the Ukrainian people is necessary, as Russia continues to terrorize the Ukrainian civilian population, hailing drones and missiles, and deliberately bombing vital infrastructure, especially in the energy sector. It has been my policy, and I will continue doing so as Austria. Reaction of Gazprom was actually a reaction towards a court ruling of an arbitrary court, which was not to their liking. So what was the reaction? Cutting off the gas. It shows what the state of rule of law is actually in this country. If a contract is not to their liking, they kill it. And this is probably sending a message to everybody around the planet doing business with Russia. And it should be a warning to any businessman believing that we can go back to the status quo ante on this matter.
1,000 days of Russian aggression, and during this we can see that Russia escalates war and engages North Korean troops. You also mentioned this. But even beyond the battlefield, Russia uses energy as a weapon. Austria felt this directly a few days ago, but our joint task is to resist pressure and blackmail. Same applies to Russian nuclear blackmail. Changes to nuclear doctrine and recent threats should be treated as a blackmail. Russia has used this tactic many times before to scare Ukraine, Europe, and the world. We should remain firm and not give in to fear. Establishing also direct, working, realistic, they cause a true risk of nuclear incident by targeting objects of our nuclear energy system. And this terrible strike was Putin's real response to everyone who recently visited and called him. Putin made it clear he wants war and keeps speaking in the language of ultimatums. We must force him to peace, not ask him for peace.